Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. This article comes to you guys from Reuters. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. So a lot of people are still asking private messaging. I'm seeing some comments on other tech blogs. They're saying, why is this a big deal for T-Mobile? Everybody got a piece of this pie. AT&T got a piece of this contract. Verizon, even Dish got a piece of this contract. And I want to make this very simple. I don't care how you spin it, twist it, slice it. 10 years ago, even as early as just 5 years ago, T-Mobile was not at the dinner table on any of these discussions. Like I said in the video yesterday, closed mouths don't get fed. T-Mobile wouldn't even show up to these meetings. They could have probably gotten some of those contracts 10 years ago. But they knew themselves that they couldn't support the mission. So they wouldn't even try it. They knew they didn't have proper networking. Very early in the LTE days, they had no low band. They just knew some of these buildings on the military bases, they couldn't penetrate very well. They just couldn't do it. It's a simple fact. And the results of that, they got none of that pie. Now, totally different ball game. Now, T-Mobile, they can support the mission. They have the low band. They got sites now on the military bases. I'm sure, I know this wasn't mentioned, but I'm sure being the Navy, this is probably some Starlink stuff going on here too. I didn't discuss that in the video yesterday, but with the Starlink SpaceX partnership, you know, because some of those ships are going to be out in the sea, I'm sure that this has something to do with that as well, to support the mission of the Navy. So it's going to be interesting to see. Now, I'm telling you guys right now, I work for the federal government. I understand the process. This will not be the last time that T-Mobile gets a contract like this. This is just touching the tip of the iceberg. This is just the beginning. They got the VA. That's an agency. They got the U.S. Coastal Guard. They got the Navy, and they will get more. They will get more now that they're starting to get familiarized with everything. They know the right contacts on who to speak with, and they're growing more confident in its network each and every day. They're going to go for more of these. And in some cases, I will be honest, they will undercut Verizon and AT&T to get them. The lowest bidder wins. And right now, the balance sheet, the way that it looks, T-Mobile can still undercut where they need to. They can still do that. They have half the amount of debt versus AT&T and Verizon. So they can still undercut. They can still present the better deal when it comes down to the 11th or 12th hour at the negotiation table. T-Mobile has the assets to compete now. I mean, I don't care how you view 2.5, how you view 600. They have the assets to compete. You can sit there and all day argue that, hey, T-Mobile doesn't own their fiber. They don't have any dark fiber. They have the assets to compete. That's all I'll say. They have the assets to compete. Looking at it objectively, they have assets now. This is going to create and be a headache for Verizon and AT&T. It's just that simple. It's competitive. It's good for everyone involved, and the government is willing, clearly, to give a piece of the pie if you just sit at the dinner table. Now, like I said, you have to be confident that you do have a network to back up the talk. But in these cases, I mean, T-Mobile's getting better every day. They still have work to do, but it's happening. It's happening right in front of our eyes. And as they get better, they will keep getting contracts like these. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you're new. Follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. See y'all in the next one. Peace.